If you're looking for a simple technique to tune into your intuition, there's not just one, right? So, say you're a visual person, I would highly recommend third eye practices. And it's a simple technique. It's a long story. There's some meditations I have out there on it because there's some short meditations you can practice. But essentially, your third eye you can always find by using this first knuckle, putting it on the tip of your nose and tapping right here. And that's where your third eye is. And you'll also find that it's not as small as that little tap, right? So don't put constraints on your third eye. But when you were, if you're visual, doing that practice of looking at your third eye and looking into it, humming, like buzzing like a bee, that's a great option. There's all kinds of other techniques to go deeper with that, which will be the truth for all of these. Another technique is any modality, really. You can pull cards, oracle or tarot, or even a regular deck of cards, depending on where your intuition is at. Meditation is always, but when we're looking at simple, meditation is always simple for everybody. Um, so a pendulum is a really great option of charging a pendulum and asking questions of it. And really, I know this is going to sound like what, but journaling. Journaling is it is the simplest, easiest anyone can do technique. So I guess even though I said it depend on your senses, the reality is actually it is journaling. Yeah, it's journaling. So when you're journaling, it's quieting the noise. It's giving you space to really question reality and your brain and experiences. And that simple technique starts helping you tune into who you are in your core, peeling back all those layers, getting to your soul. Once you start aligning your chakras and tapping into the energy force that you have, it starts building your intuition by default. That's why you've got yoginis or yogis. Yogis are males, yoginis are females, if you didn't know that. And so by default, your chakras start aligning. That's why, like in one of my yoga series, the whole series is built on each chakra, from the root up. And I look at the main seven core chakras because they will feed out to all of the hundreds of other chakras and meridians so that that energy is flowing. And so when you're doing like, because I do Kundalini yoga, is my favorite. And as you do Kundalini yoga, that's the intent of it, is aligning those chakras. And when those chakras start aligning, it by default starts building your intuition inadvertently, and you start receiving messages. And learning about how you communicate and consume information is a huge part of it. If you're a kinetic learner, it's going to be different than an audible learner. An audible learner might experience thoughts of hearing things and having to discern what's reality, what's a message, and what is untrue, right? And so there's different experiences for everyone, but that's a very quick way to describe a simple technique for tuning into your intuition is just journaling and starting from there. Um, as you dive deeper into yourself and your awareness, you'll start to answer a lot of questions you have, realizing where you can get more information and lean in for your intuition. And a lot of times, too, I think that that's why it's so easy for people to pick up automatic writing. It's in every class, I would say two-thirds of them very quickly pick up automatic writing. And and with each of them, I'll find out they've been journaling for a long time, or they'll have been a writer for a while. They've already been seeking that self-awareness and learning and being able to process their thoughts. Um, And so I think that's why they pick it up so much quicker. But it is a really great, simple technique to get you tuned into your intuition. I hope that helps in that area. And so just go get some pen and paper. Actually, if you use a pencil, it's even better because if you realize it or not, there's a little resistance in the grittiness of the lead or whatever your instrument is made up of. Whereas like when you use a gel pen, it's very flowy. There's a little more resistance in the pencil, and it creates some more friction that makes you cement what you're writing more. If you're doing pencil to paper. Anyways, uh, do that and see how that goes, and find what technique is the most simple for you. But if you don't know, start with journaling.